haven't heard of any of these people.
Aren't you supposed to help me host the show? Or did I just wander into your house again?
What? Oh, hi, Mitch. Yeah, that sounds about right. I just got distracted. I'm being interviewed by this magazine today, and I'm trying to come up with some cool new catchphrases. What do you think of swinging on the flippity-flop?
I try to stay out of politics. Maybe we should introduce the show now.
All right, but you gotta help me prepare, okay? Okay. Welcome to the Trivial Pursuit DVD for Kids. We'll be asking you 15 questions, plus a handful of tricky challenges. You'll give us answers. The person with the most scoring wedges at the end of the game wins. Sound cool? When you know the answer, make sure you say it loudly. You only get one yell, so make it count. You know, Mitch, those may be the rules, but I think it's safe to say that I'm the one who rules.
Did you know I like puppies?
Why don't we just go to our first question? What superhero's real name is Kal-El? Superman was born Kal-El on the planet Krypton. His father was Jor-El, and his mother was, Natalie? I don't remember. Anyway, if you were first to say Superman, you get a green scoring wedge. Okay, Mitch, I really need to work this catchphrase thing out. How's this one? Take it back to the barn! No. What about talk to the ear?
Oh, how about time for a challenge?
Yes! I like where your head's at. How'd you come up with that one?
I read it on the cue card.
Oh. Well, I guess it's already taken then. Let's go to a challenge. Now for challenges, you don't shout out the answer. Instead, you vote by putting your wagon wheel on the game board, on the space that you think best answers the question. As many people can vote for the same answer as they want. This first challenge is a yes or no challenge, so you'll vote by putting your wagon wheel on either the yes space or the no space. And the first challenge is yes or no. Thunder always comes before lightning. Vote now. The answer is no. Thunder does not always come before lightning. In fact, it's the other way around. Lightning always comes before thunder. If you voted no, you were correct. Take any color wedge piece you want.
You know, Brad, you already have plenty of catchphrases. Like, you're always saying, "How does my hair look?" And sometimes, "I only wear my socks on one foot a day so I can alternate sock sides and save money."
I never said that.
Well, it's a good idea, isn't it?
Whatever, dude. Let's just go to another question. Which one of these men is said to have chopped down a cherry tree? They say George Washington chopped down a cherry tree when he was a young man and couldn't lie about it. If you said George Washington before anyone else did, you get a yellow wedge piece. Yes! This is perfect practice for when I pose for the magazine cover. Let me see those test shots. What the? Mitch! These pictures are all of you! You had the camera turned around backwards! Look, reload the camera and I'll ask another question. Which part of this camera is called the viewfinder? The answer is C. The viewfinder is the part of the camera you look through to set up your shot. If you guess C, you get a blue scoring wedge. Mitch, what did you do to my camera?
I reloaded the camera, but we were out of film, so I put ice cream in there instead. That works, right?
What were you possibly thinking? What does ice cream have to do with camera film?
I don't know, but my Nana says I'm not allowed to eat either one.
Dude, you are so uptown on the flat side. That one's not working either? Oh, all right, forget it. Let's just go to another challenge. Now, this is a color challenge, so you vote by putting your wagon wheel on the space with the color you think answers the challenge. And the challenge is, what color are dandelion flowers? Vote now. Dandelion flowers are yellow. If you voted for yellow, take any wedge you want from another player. If more than one person voted for the correct answer, then the youngest player gets to steal first, then the next oldest player, and so on. Mitch, why are you still shrugging?
I thought since you always say things that make me don't know what you're saying, I'd get them all out of the way now.
Whatever. Do you understand this? Time for another question? Which of these have humans walked on? The answer is the moon. The first was astronaut Neil Armstrong in 1969, and since then, 11 more astronauts have set foot on the moon. We haven't visited any of the other planets or moons in our solar system yet. If you were the first to say the moon, you get a purple scoring wedge.
Hey, Brad, I got another camera from backstage if you want to try some more picture poses.
Oh, that's great. What do you think of this one? Ah! Mitch, what are you doing? You're messing up my hair.
I'm sorry. Bobby told me this was a camera.
Bobby, I'll get you.
Maybe we should go to a challenge. This is a number challenge, so I think you vote by putting your wheelie thing on a numbered space. Whatever number you like. I like 18. Anyway, the challenge is, how many aces are there in a deck of cards? Vote now. There are 4 aces in a deck of cards. Louis usually tells me I'm not playing with a full deck, but I don't know what that means. If you voted for 4, you can answer the next question as soon as you know the answer. But if you voted for any other number, you have to wait to answer until the Slowpoke's answer now sign appears. Okay? Okay.
I'll get you, Bobby. Bobby, don't you dare throw that parrot at me.
I'm free!
Maybe this would be the time when Brad would quickly go to another question? Remember, if you didn't get the last challenge right, you have to wait to answer until the Slowpoke's answer now sign shows up. Here's the question. What's the average lifespan of a parrot? Believe it or not, parrots live from 50 to 80 years. Although a few lucky parrots have even been known to live to 100 years. If you were the first to guess 50 to 80 years, you score a pink wedge.
Man, that almost totally harshed my sweet dew. Jeez. Now look, from now on, I run the show. Here's what you're gonna do for me. I need some mousse for my hair, and I need you to get it for me. But If you come back in here carrying an actual moose, I will give you a timeout for the rest of the show. You understand? No moose. If I so much as see an antler poking through the stage door, you're finished.
You gotta get out of here. He really means it this time.
While Mitch is away, let's go to a question. What's this object called? This is called a mobile. If you were the first to say mobile, you get an orange scoring wedge. Now, Mitch, you didn't bring me chocolate mousse to put in my hair, now did you?
No.
I'm gonna ask you one more time. Is this container full of a delicious dessert called chocolate mousse?
Yes.
All right. I appreciate your honesty. As a reward, I'm gonna let you read this next challenge.
Okay. This is a yes or no challenge, so vote on the yes and no spaces. Yes or no? Early television was only in black and white. Vote now. The answer is yes. Television used to be only in black and white. If you voted for yes, you get a yellow scoring wedge. I like yellow.
This is how I get maximum height for my due.
This is how I get maximum height for my due.
Oh, Mitch, turn that off! I can't see when I'm combing. Oh, great. Now I can't see anything. Mitch, read the next question while I tussle with my mop.
Which one of these hairstyles is called a mullet? The answer is F. My friend Doug has an F. I mean, he has a mullet. Anyway, if you were the first to guess F, you get a blue scoring wedge for your wagon wheel.
What do you think? Pretty sweet, right?
Brad, I'm so dumb that sometimes I can't even remember how to blink. But even I know you look like a dum-dum.
Whatever. Just read the next question.
Which one of these areas is Brazil? Brazil is F. If you were first to guess F, you get a purple scoring wedge.
I'm not finished yet. Let's have another challenge while I work out the kinks.
This is a color challenge, so vote on the colored spaces, okay? The challenge is, what color ribbon usually means first place? The answer is blue. When you win first place, you usually win a blue ribbon. If you voted for blue, you can answer the next question. But if you voted for any other color, you don't get the answer. Sorry. It's Brad's idea.
Now, I know this magazine reporter coming here today is going to ask me some tough questions. I need you to help me prepare by reading a few fake ones I wrote down.
Can I ask this next real question first?
You got it.
Remember, if you got the last challenge wrong, you don't get to answer this question. Which of these hats is a sombrero? The answer is D. If you were first to guess D, you get a yellow scoring wedge.
All right, let's jam it on the one. You like that one? I'm testing it out.
I like jam. I have some right here in my shoes.
No, Mitch. It's just a super cool expression. Don't... Mitch! This was my interview shirt! Now I have to change. Read some questions while I pick out some new threads.
Sounds yummy to me. You know what else is yummy? Questions. What was the name of the Jedi Knight who became Darth Vader? The answer is Anakin Skywalker. And if you were first to say Anakin Skywalker, you get a green scoring wedge. I thought I had some peanut butter in here. Maybe it's in the other shoe. Ooh, onion rings! They're almost as good as this next question. What game is being played here? It's a game of backgammon. If you were first to say backgammon, congratulations. You get an orange scoring wedge.
All right, I found a shirt. Now let's get to that fake interview. And if you mess this shirt up, I'm gonna... Oh! That smell! I'm so woozy!
You'd think he's never smelled onion rings, jam, and old shoes before. Oh well, let's go to this next challenge. This is a number challenge, so use your wagon wheels on the number spaces. And it's only for the player in first place or for the players who are tied for first place. Everyone else has to relax and wait until the challenge is over. The challenge is, how many fingers do you hold up to make the scout sign? You hold up 3 fingers to make the scout sign, so the answer is 3. If you voted for 3, you don't get anything. But if you didn't vote for 3, you have to give up one of your scoring wedges.
All right, no more gas, okay? The only hot air that's being blown around here is when I answer these stupid interview questions.
Okay. When did you get so awesome?
That's an excellent question. Something I ask myself every day. When I try to rank my best qualities, from greatest to least fantastic, I often start with my humility.
Brad, if I could just stop you here real quickly, I think you're taking the wrong approach. You're supposed to be gracious and generous with praise for others. Highlighting your own skill set just leads you down a path of self-aggrandizement. In conclusion, it behooves you to...
Mitch, that was brilliant. What were you gonna say?
Pillows with lots of feathers give me sneezes?
Now, that sounds like the real Mitch, and this sounds like the next question. Which of these batteries is size D? The answer is 5. If you were the first to say 5, you get a purple scoring wedge. Is it working?
I don't know.
Well, try it out by reading this next challenge.
This is a yes or no challenge, so vote on the yes and no spaces. Yes or no. Some penguins fly south for the winter. Vote now. And the answer is penguins that fly south for the winter. In fact, there are no penguins that fly at all. If you answered no and you're the player with the fewest scoring wedges in the game, you get to take 2 scoring wedges of your choice. Was that okay?
That was all right, but can you ask a question and sing at the same time?
I don't know. Can you?
Where are your tonsils? The answer is C. Your tonsils are at the back of your mouth, leading to your throat. If you guess C, you get a pink scoring wedge.
Wow, that was fun. You sound like that parrot who used to live here.
Well, I'm a pro. And as a pro, I'm gonna read our final challenge. This is a color challenge, so vote by placing your wagon wheel in one of the colored spaces. And the challenge is, what color is the outside of a ripe watermelon? Vote now. The correct answer is green. If you voted for green, return a wedge to the pile from any other player's wagon wheel. Remember, if more than one person answered correctly, the youngest player gets to return someone else's wedges first, and so on.
I wish you had sung that one.
Well, I wish you would ask me one of those questions I wrote up. The interviewer's almost here already. Fire away.
Okay. How about this one? Does your massive fame ever get in the way of your friendships?
Man, you know, I never really thought about that. I mean, I guess I don't really have any real friends. Oh, man. I'm all alone in this crazy world.
Okay. I feel weird. I'm gonna just pretend this isn't happening and ask another question. What is this doctor's instrument called? It's called a stethoscope. If you were the first to say stethoscope, you get a blue scoring wedge. Brad, are you okay?
Pshaw, I'm fine. Those are fake tears so I can fool the interviewer. Oh, now look, I've cried all over my shirt again. Mitch, go get me a new one while I ask the last question.
Okay.
Get ready, it's our last question. Who sewed the first American flag? Betsy Ross sewed the first American flag in 1776. While the original design had 6 pointed stars, Betsy preferred 5 pointed stars because she could make them with one snip of the scissors. If you were first to guess Betsy Ross, take a yellow scoring wedge. All right, here's how you add up your points. First, you gotta count the wedges in your wagon wheel. The player with the most wedges wins. Now, if 2 or more players have tied, add up the number of wedges in the reserve pile. Don't forget, it is possible to tie. What took you so long?
Well, I had to do the magazine interview.
What? What do you mean?
Well, this guy thought I was you and asked me a bunch of questions.
Well, why would he think you were me?
I told her my name was Brad. I forget my own name sometimes, but look at my nice picture.
Oh, I'm ruined!
I feel weird again. My name's Brad. I mean Mitch, and this is me saying goodbye.